Hello. Good day. Hope we're all doing well. We will get started in just a moment.
Because that's how people in Trapland do it, all right?
Hell yeah. What's up, Kaya? Well, this is why you gave me extras. Can't I just do this? There we go. Thank goodness. I like your hat. Danny, you get a spin for that. That's the first time I've ever done that, Kaya. Isn't that crazy? Yo, what's up, Greg? Howdy doody. Thank you for the heart me and the go popular. You know what, Greg? You get a spin as well. You know what? Since we're just giving them out, Kaya, you get a spin as well. Just because we're giving them out. And you're awesome. You love your hat too? Okay. You know what? You get a spin. We all get spins. Kaya always deserves a spin because she got me the hat. We're going to go fill out the rest of the map, which we're very close to being done with. How have you been, man? Sorry I haven't been in the streams. First of all, I've been incredible. I hope you've been incredible as well. I do be lurking sometimes. Listen, you should never be sorry about not being here or only lurking or not saying anything, you know? The fact that you've ever been here and the fact that you came back and said hello is all I need, brother. I appreciate that, though. What is a 6-year-old forever world? A forever world is a Minecraft world that you play on forever. It doesn't end. You don't start a new world. You exclusively play on that world. That's not to say you can't play on other worlds, but you always come back to this one world. And ours is 6 years old. You love the hat, Twin? I appreciate that. You get a spin on the hat. Oh my lord. Jacob with the galaxy, bro. You get like 5 spins, dog. Thank you. That's very sweet of you, my man. He comes back, he apologizes, and then drops a galaxy. Like, might be one of the sweetest people ever. Thank you, friend. Spin it too much, you might fly away. I'm trying to be careful. She's sweet. Thank you for the follow. Hope to stay on your good side, man. I saw the show. You're not a dude to mess with. Had to bring back the aura, dog. With you, I don't think the aura ever left, my man. Thank you for the rose as well. Oh, that wasn't right. I think that's okay. All right. Well, I know exactly where I left off. I had to come in and tell you how much your hat suits you. I appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment. Gotta go, man. Have fun. I'll stop by soon. Dude, until next time, brother. I appreciate you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. Got this. We're probably... Let's get out the other maps now, because I have a feeling we're going to need it. Over 12, up 1, left 11. We could keep going if we really wanted to. You've also inspired me and my friends to start a forever world. Any tips? My first thing is always like, you're going to get bored eventually. When that day comes, when the 2-3 week phase is up and you get bored, you're going to put the game down, and that's normal. You know, after a little bit, when you feel the itch to hop back in the game again, even if you want to start a new world, you should still play on the same old world that you had. In fact, if you and your friends even that are starting a world together had one before, I recommend going back to that. You know what I mean? Even if you want to start fresh, leave all your stuff behind, go out until you find new generation that you like, and then pretend that's a brand new world. You can always go back to your old stuff, build a railway between them, you know, and it's ideas like that that lead to things like what you're seeing right here on my screen. You know, all of these different places that are now interconnected. You know, some places built by the same person, just over different time periods, because they're like, oh, I don't want to work on this area right here, Proudmoore, so I'm going to go over here to Kings Fair and make something else. Or I don't want to work on my island here of Sheephoof, so I'm going to go up here and work on St. Ungor Farms. You know what I mean? Working on the map room? Yes, we are. I think I'm going the right way. I actually wasn't paying attention of where this is at, but I think it's over here. I think so. Yo, what's up, Brooklyn? Anthony, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Can you guys hear the music? Is it too quiet? I always the music's the hardest part of these because it's always too quiet on in these two places, but it's almost always like closer to too loud here. Working on Super Sorter, that's pretty cool. Is this your full-time job? No, it isn't. This is my hobby. I don't really talk about what I do for work here. It's perfect, no problem. Awesome. Yeah, it's good. Thank you, Shisui. Glad you're doing fine, man. Yeah, but if you want to know my personal least favorite member of Trapland, it's probably Emma. I don't really like her. At some point, we're probably gonna kick her out, but I didn't want to tell her. Yeah, you know, I can't bring myself to tell her. So. Hello. Oh, Emma, hi. Wow. When did you get here? I feel like you'd be a good nurse or something. What the hell? What does that mean? I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Nurses are good people, a good part of this world. I do not have Distant Horizons. I have Voxy. In my opinion, it's much better. You can see in much greater detail with it. We're near the Wither Wasteland. Oh, we are near this map. Okay. Oh, we're this way? What the hell? Oh, it's right here. Yo, hello, everyone. Holy Zoom, I know. Okay. I gotta count, so I gotta focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I didn't clear out my inventory. Whatever. 7. You guys know the joke. 8. Oh, shit. 9. Did someone just follow because I did 6, 7? Who was that? DD? Thank you for the follow. One. Uh-oh. I think we're going to run out of space. I can get rid of that. Oh, and we're gonna use these maps. Perfect. That will give us just enough space. Uh-oh. Did I mess this up? I think I did. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. No, this makes sense. Okay. We keep going this way, though. Oh, there's Grant. Cool. All right, and that should be good. Okay, we can head back now. Sorry, what have I missed? What's up? Is it your job to do the map? Actually, no, not at all. I just enjoy doing it, so I decided to help out. You know, and also, you know, Blockistan was pretty discouraged that we lost the map, and so I thought I'd also be a buddy and help fill it back out for their sake as well. But I genuinely enjoy filling out the map. I'm not a huge fan of 6-7. I just like your content. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. What day is the world on? That's actually a really good question. You know, when we were on Bedrock, the last number we saw on Bedrock before we switched to Java was like 46,000, which is quite impressive. But then while I was doing all the like stuff of transferring it to Java and doing those tests, I found a version of the world that was from 2021. So that's 5 years ago now, when I found it 4 years ago. And when I went in there, the days played was 52,000, which doesn't make any sense. How in 2021 could we have been at 52,000 and then in 2025 be at 46,000? That doesn't make any sense. So something got messed up somewhere. So if you combine those numbers, we're somewhere in the 90,000s. So if you wanted to say that, but there's really no way to confirm because we don't know what happened there. So can people join you? No. Yo, what's up, John Clemens on Twitch? It's been a long time since I've seen you on Twitch. I see you on TikTok now too, or the other way around. It's been a long time since I've seen you on TikTok. I see you on Twitch now too. Excuse me. My apologies. That was very confusing. 46. Oh no, this is all sorts of messed up. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Let's start one at a time here. So this is the original here. So we find whatever one goes next to that. I think it's this. It is. Okay, and what number is that? 46. Okay, so now we need 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Okay. I have invisible item frames. That's why I'm pushing the maps down for anyone wondering. It's just invisible item frames. Back it on the attack, yo. That's what I like to hear. Well, maybe not for the people you're on the attack for. Maybe it's a bad day for them. How did you do that? I did it and it went bad for me. Making a map? I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, this is going to take like no time at all. Did we? There we go. Yo, Teehee, welcome, my friend. Thank you for the heart me. Would you say you're the most active member? No, actually. There are two people that I think actually are pretty close to contending with me, if not more. I think one of them is I'm sure more active than I am, and that's Tom of the Birdcage. But Lady Aeoli of Blocktanica also is someone who's very active in the server right now. But it also fluctuates, you know. A couple months ago, I was pretty burnt out of Minecraft, which is why I wasn't uploading a whole lot. And I didn't play a whole lot of Minecraft in those couple months, for example. How do you get the coordinates to get everything lined up? We just started from one map. So, like, you know, here's our spawn. So we'll just take this one, for example. This was the first map we made. And so we placed down an item frame, put it in there, and was like, okay, now which one do we need to make next? Oh, I guess we go to the one right above that. We use that as reference. You know, does that make sense? So it really wasn't a coordinates thing. It was just more of a, you know, building off of the maps we already had type thing. Imagine if a creeper walked in right now, they'd be banned from my chat for sure. Yeah, we'll keep that around. How many blocks in one map? You know, that's a great question, bro. Someone should do the math. How long did this take? I'd say about, I mean, it's taken me like 5 streams of working on it. And I had a little bit of help in the very beginning. So it's taken me quite a while, I suppose. More than I think, but it didn't feel like that long of time to do. You know? So I guess it's been closer to 10 hours than not. The note tools in the hotbar? Well, it's about to be filled with maps. Can you only use level 1 maps? I'm sure. I mean, I could use more for other things, but for this, yeah, it's the lowest level, which I think is a 0. 0 out of 4. Anyways, okay, let's go finish this. It's still 12, 1 up, and we might... I don't think we're going to have enough room in here to fit them all, but we can at least do 2 rows. What's your favorite building or place on the server? Oh, we're actually here right now. Here, let me go up here so I can show you guys. This right here is the largest city in our world. This is Blockistan. It has many cool places to it. The building we were just in was the library. Features over 100 player written books. That giant map that you saw that I was working on. We have the Battle Boats Arena. Oh, geez. We use this as one of our many games that we compete in against each other in our yearly Olympics. We have an ice boat racetrack over there that has some nice water jumps on it. There's an enchantment shop across the way over there, as well as a shulker box shop as well. But there's a lot of different stuff on the server. Antonio, thank you for the follow. You get a spin on the hat for following. You're welcome. Got Frog Bloom over here. This is an area that was a savanna biome, but they did such a good job converting it with all of the cherry blossom trees and flora that when we switched to Java, we actually converted this area to a cherry blossom biome, which is quite nice. You know, someone asked earlier about who the most active member on Trapland was, and the person who built this structure right here is the person I think has it sealed. They have done so much in Trapland, gone tens of, probably hundreds of thousands of blocks, broken hundreds of thousands of blocks in Trapland. It is really insane what they have done. I did not say Glockistan, I said block. Block, Minecraft is made of blocks. What do you run the craft on? My computer. Also, welcome back, Nolan. How many people are on the server? 19 as of today, or as of this, you know, as of right now. Why did I come here? What was I getting? Oh, I guess I was just starting with the yo. Hello, everyone. Devin, thank you for the follow. You get a spin on the spinny hat. Roy G. Biv, big fan of your work, bro. You get a spin on the hat. All other creators, no. So, you know, I'm actually the only person who makes videos on this world as of this moment in time. That's always, you know, oh my gosh, I'm about to have to do a bunch of spins on the hat. You know, that's always, you know, up to change at any point. But, you know, this is just me and my friend's world that's gone on for a really long time. And I started making videos based on the lore of the world, tours of the world, and how you can make a world just like ours. And people started watching, and so I keep making videos on it. Here, let me scroll up here. Pollock, thank you for the follow. Tedder J, thank you for the follow. Dame, thank you for the follow. Yes, you get spins on the hats. Felix, thank you for the follow. Guess what, brother? What's up, Devin? What mods do you use? Nothing that breaks the vanilla experience. We have invisible item frames, image to maps, MP3 to music disc, but nothing that changes the mechanics of the game. That's the most there is. I may have a couple client-side mods like Voxy, but again, nothing that breaks the experience. How do I become your friend IRL so I can join? I'm sorry, that's not possible. Yo, you're 60 days sober? Yo, that's a big deal, dude. Congratulations, my man. That's like one of the biggest W's I've heard in a while. You get my official W for that. Yeah, you get W's for Devin in the chat. That's actually incredible. I'm really proud of you, bro. I know you don't know me and that I'm just a random dude on the internet, but like I've seen a lot of people struggle with addiction, and so to hear that you are overcoming that, you know, I'm, you know, whatever it means to you, I'm proud. You've watched me a lot? Oh, well, thank you. Well, regardless, even if you have watched me a lot, you know, you're only seeing me as the bald dude with the spinny hat on the stream, you know what I mean? You don't know me, so I just want you to know, you know. At a bit more personal level, we could break the charade of the stream down a little bit, and I can tell you that as myself. Oh, we're getting close. Den, thank you for the follow. You get a spin. Danny, thank you for the follow. I don't know why I'm being weird about the follows. Oh, we finally are going over Grant's area. I love. We need to make a book about Grant's story in Trapland, because in theory, like if we're playing it by numbers, he's a bigger deserter than John the Deserter was. Yo, Yeezy, welcome back, and with the game controller. What is that, spider emoji with the finger heart? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate all the love today. Oh, we're not done there. But can I get a thank you? Thank you? Thank you, Greg, for everything. Did I not thank you for your gifts earlier? Thank you, brother. I haven't heard I'm proud since heard I'm proud of you since never, brother. Thank you. Well, I'm happy that you got to hear it from me, my friend. You deserve it. Yo, spider emojis with 2 chilies. Bro said it's spicy. We're almost done with the map. It's one more trip after the one we're doing right now, and the map is done. Okay. Let's go head back. W Chili, that's right. I just wanted to say thank you. Oh, okay. I thought you were telling me to say thank you. Like, hey, say thank you, bro. What's up, Teehee? Here, let's see if I can land on top of the cage and sleep in a bed. I did say thank you. Drink up? Dude, I'll drink up again. Anyone who's listening, you should drink some water. I know we all need it. Do be a hydro homie with me. It's not hard. That's right. That's right, Teehee. Whoa. A guy, thank you for the follow. Evan, thank you for the follow. Do you watch any anime, or is there any anime inspired builds on here? Not really. I've enjoyed probably your most basic animes that you could ever mention. You know, I've watched all of Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, you know, a good bit of Pokemon, the works. But no, I would say not really with Trapland. I could imagine River does. Yeah, probably the King of Proudmoore has a bunch of anime builds since he loves it so dang much. And we all have known him to love it so dang much. So if you ever see him, always bring it up because he loves talking about it. There's no way he's awake right now. Have you seen the people that are trying to build America in Minecraft? It's pretty cool. I have heard that. He just woke up at before 1:30? Yo, that's crazy. She built some wild Pokemon in the forest. That'd be really funny to come across. That kind of reminds me of the frogs you could find over here in Frog Bloom. What's up, Bambi? I'm doing great. How are you? Like this guy right here. I love this dude. I love this dude, and I love this dude over here. Bambi, thank you for the follow. You get a spin on the hat. I know. You're welcome. Have you been playing for 6 years on this world? Yes, I have. As well as a good portion of the other players on the world. Was that frog pooping water? He had water coming out of his mouth that was a fountain. He wasn't pooping water. What made you think it was pooping water? Insane. Insane. Truly insane. Pay your respects to Saint Blooma Frog Bloom. Absolutely. How'd you make that map at the bottom? I actually have a TikTok that goes in much greater detail on how I did that, but long story short is I got screenshots of maps in game and traced over them in Photoshop. Here's the map. Here's all the railways, things like that. This right here is my bald ass head up here, in case you missed that, just so we're all aware what's going on right there. Yeah. Tweedledee looking different these days. What's up, Mac? Thank you for the heart me. Brendan, thank you for the follow. You get a spin on the hat for that, my dog. You're welcome. Seems super tedious. I enjoyed it. You know, some people I can see that being tedious. You know what I mean? And sometimes when I'm updating it, I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of work. But there's also this map, another tedious looking map. Took 6 years to get all this map filled? No, not at all. We actually had this map filled out for a really long time, but since we just switched to Java, all of our maps broke. Yo, Mr. Rupees, man, thank you for the follow. Someone without a username, thank you for the follow. You get spins, dog. Did I say Mike? Thank you for the follow. Do you play with any other worlds on off of stream? I do play this world off of stream decently often. Because this wasn't a world created for content. This is just me and my friend's world that just so happened to be popular with our content. So it is played off stream often. And sometimes I'll mess around on my creative world, super flat world, to, like, you know, test out building and stuff for Trapland. But other than that, no, not really. Where did 74 go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I have invisible item frames, so that's why I'm pushing the maps down. The only mods in Trapland are ones that don't break the vanilla experience literally at all. Images to maps, MP3 to music disc, proximity chat, but that's literally it. Yo, what's up, Piggy Funhouse? My day is going incredible. How about you? I am incredible. How are you, Mac? Just been doing my thing. Working on videos and working IRL. Cold? Yeah, it is very cold. I am alive, and that is something. You know, some days that's all you can say, and some days that's good. What was the first time you said, oh yeah, I'm going to fill up the map? Well, I wasn't the one who even made the original map. I helped a little bit, but not near as much as how much I did here. But, you know, all the maps broke, and it was a bit discouraging, you know, for the people who invested a lot of time in this. And I was enjoying doing it, and, you know, I've been streaming, and I figured, you know, with everyone here to watch me, it'd be kind of a fun thing to do. Everyone can see a lot of the different nooks and crannies that I normally don't look at on Trapland, and, you know, I thought it'd be fun. And so here we are. And then I kind of just completed the entire map without thinking about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 1. Okay. 6 over, up 1, and then 11 right. Let's do this. Let's finish this. Okay, let's go this way. Mushroom Isles over here. I just made a video about the lore of this place. One of my favorite stories in all of Trapland is how the Mushroom Isles came to be right here. Doo-doo, thank you for the follow. We got DD earlier, now we got Doo-doo. Thank you for the follow, and there's a spin on the hat. How long have I been playing? 30 minutes today, but in total, I was the second ever member in this world, so I've been playing for the entire 6 years. You know, what is that? What would you even call that character? It's what you get when you hold shift and 6. Like the accent, kind of. I don't know what that is, but it's that. It's supposed to be a face. Thank you for the follow. You get a spin on the hat. I don't know why I was trying to make it so complicated. Can I say something? I hate to be a little negative. I'm going to be a little negative for a second. I love the new baby mobs. Love them. I think they're awesome. Great part of the future of Minecraft, and I'm excited for them. I think they're going to bring a lot of cuteness to the game where it's needed. But here we are 4 snapshots into this next game drop, and am I the only one that thinks, like, I don't know, maybe I was expecting a tiny bit more than just the baby mobs and the name tag. Every game drop so far, I've been all about it. Spring to life with, you know, firefly bushes, wildflowers, and all of the new like temperature versions of the you know, cows, chickens, and pigs. That's awesome. You know, the creaking. I think that maybe was that last year. You know, yo, Brooklyn with the first ever gift. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't fill out part of that. I appreciate that. You get a spin on the hat. You know, it's really cool. You know, it's all been great stuff, but, you know, we get the Copper Golem update, and not only does it add all this copper, and it's like, sure, it's pretty easy to add copper variants to things, and copper's going to have variants because of oxidation. Whatever. You know what? That's fine, okay? I won't count every copper item. But we get a crazy cool new mob with one of the most complicated mechanics we've ever seen a mob have in the Copper Golem. And then what's the next drop so far? Oh, yeah. New models for the baby mobs, and you could craft name tags, but that's it. I have been so, like, I feel like I've been very accepting of oh no, I think I've gone too far. Shit, I think I messed this up. We need to go back and see what we got. I want Into the Woods update where things like chests and armor stands can be made from different woods. That'd be really cool. What are you doing? We're filling out our map right now. Might be better. It might be better. It might... What? I'm sorry, what? What were you trying to say? I'm not... Might be because we are getting a bigger update? I don't... Like, later down the line? I would hope so. Yes, with the newest update coming out, you can craft name tags with any metal nugget. It can be iron nugget, gold nugget, copper nugget, and a piece of paper. Which, you know, that's worthy enough for a spin on the hat. But, you know, in terms of, like, what you're doing to the game, it's not a lot. Like, that doesn't change a whole lot. And it's not that hard to make name tags craftable. Their entire functionality is already in the game. You're just changing how you can get them. Baby mobs, they just get a different look. All of this can be done with one resource pack. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the kind of person to be like, oh, Mojang can do more. I can do more in an hour than what Mojang can do in 10 years. No, I'm not one of those kind of people at all. I'm just saying, I feel like we're going to get more with this update. I feel like there's something they're either testing that's either taken a little bit more testing than they thought, or I feel like there's something else. There's a part 2. It may not be huge. It may not be a big deal, but it's going to be something alongside. I'm not ungrateful. I have loved what they've been doing. And I love the baby mobs. Would it cost money to join your server? No. No one's allowed in if you're not one of my personal friends. Sorry. I love that I can craft name tags too. That's going to be awesome. I'm all about that. But man, you know what I'm saying? Invisible item frames again. That's what we're doing here. That's why I have to push them in. Yep, okay. All right, well, this is it. Let me get rid of these in my inventory. This is it, chat. We should run by and go get some experience from my place before we do the final part. We should take the one we need, though. Hold on. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So if we take this one, we just go 12 to the right. 12 east from this one. Do you like the YouTuber The Outdoor Boys? Yeah, isn't he the one that just got done retiring? He uploaded a couple videos because he had some in the backlogs, but right? He's definitely up there for one of the realest YouTubers out there for sure. All right, let's get some experience. I recently started up a new Animal Crossing world with the 3.0 update. I'm on day 3. And it has been very fun. It has been very fun. You know, I haven't been invested in an Animal Crossing world since New Horizons came out in 2020, which has been 6 years ago now, which is kind of crazy. And my life's much different from how it was back then. So I'm excited to see how that reflects in an Animal Crossing island. Because I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that could reflect in an Animal Crossing island based on how your life was going 6 years ago compared to now. How old was I 6 years ago? I was 22. Are there any mods you have installed? I just got into PC gaming and I want to do Vanilla Plus playthrough. Yeah, a few things that I recommend that, I mean, I could just show you this, I suppose. 3D armor, 3D skin layers. It's kind of hard for you to see with how I got my screen set up. I could do this for a moment. Audio player, bridging. Oh yeah, here's all my mods so everyone can see what kind of client-side stuff I have. So we can all shut up. Take a look through here. Thank you. Who just followed? I don't know how to pronounce that name, but you get a spin on the hat for following. You already followed? Oh, yeah, you get a spin on the hat. There you go. For Quap. You're stealing all these mods? Please do. You know, these, the VODs of the stream are always available right here. We're at 38 minutes exactly. So if you ever wanted to be like, oh, shoot, I wish I got a list of those mods that he had, go to one of these two places and then go to exactly 38 minutes into this stream. And you'll find them. I have not played Hytale yet. All right, we can shut this off now. We can let it run a little bit more. Wait, how do I get my experience to stay right here? 6-7, 6-7, come on. Where's everyone at? Why is no one saying it? I guess you guys usually only say it when I say it'll get you banned. There you go. Thank you, Reese and Quops. Oliver, thank you for the follow. You get, guess what? A spit on the hat. I've been thinking about what I want my castle to be, because I want to update my castle as one of my next major projects. And I've been looking at like Irish style castles, and I think those look really good on mountains. And we have a very nice mountain cliff that we live on. So I might go for like an Irish style castle. Nate, thank you for the follow. I do not play Apex. No, I'm sorry. All right, let's finish this. Crispin, thank you for the follow. Guess what, bro? You get a spin on the hat. Call of Duty. Yeah, and like, when Modern Warfare 3 was the newest one, that was the last time I played. I love Halo. Maybe not the next few, but definitely every one of them up until this point, except for 5. Could I get a spin on the hat because you're already a follower? Yeah, sure. Why not? Halo is comp? What does that even mean? Yeah, you can get a spin on the hat too. My new account never got a spin on the hat for following. John, can you imagine how many hat spins you've gotten over time and how many I feel like I still owe you compared to that? It's right around here somewhere. I think it's this right here. Or somewhere right around this. Maybe further? You get many hat spins because you're just legit. And I still feel like it would take a while to give you every spin you deserve, John, even if we did one every 5 seconds. How do you make money? I spin hat and shout 6-7. To be fair, it works. Willie, thank you for the follow. To be fair, it works. Dude, don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't know where this map is. Maybe it's further up. I don't know what that is, John. I've never heard of that before in my life. Maybe you could educate us by doing a video of it yourself. Because I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. I'll upload the video of you doing it and make money off of it. Yeah, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Listen, anyone here is allowed to make clips of my videos and stream and post it online. If you think something's funny enough to where you can get views of it of me and you have a clip of it, yo, go crazy. You have full permission. Even if you make money off of it, I'm not going to ask for money. That's fine. You're giving me you know, you're getting me more people viewing me. You know what I mean? I'll send a rose if you give me 20 straight hat spins. That's not worth it. Exactly. Exposure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone's allowed to do that. You know? If your job, if I somehow provide you with you enough content to have your job be to make clips of me, then go crazy. If you can somehow make that much money off of content of mine, I never have a problem with that. Ever. Yeah, that's literally just exposure. You said you play Halo. Does that mean Halo Infinite also? Yeah, let me... Hold on. I think I have... I don't have Steam open right now. But I think I have 550 hours in Halo Infinite. Stop, I love your propeller hat. You get a spin for free, bro. Just for saying that. What's next after the map project? I think I have something I want to do, but it actually... I want to go test out building some stuff, so we might hop in a creative world just to try out building some stuff straight off the dome and seeing if it looks good. Custard, thank you for the follow. Guess what? You know what? You get another spin just for the follow. I also don't know where the hell this map is, bro. I think if I follow this, we may have to go back, which would suck. I think it's in line with... I don't know, man. The singing sax from Oreo? Bro, thank you, dog. Bro, you get like... Oreo, I don't even know how many spins you deserve, bro. But it's more than what I'm going to give you, that's for sure. Just imagine what I'm doing times like 10. What Spartan suit you use, if you can remember? Oh man, I don't remember what armor core I use if that's what you're asking. I can tell you I have the Hayabusa helmet. I do have the Hayabusa helmet. I can tell you that one of my Spartans has the Ghost of Reach from the exchange, where it's like the skull and the helmet, and then all of the other parts of his body are flood parts, which look really cool. If you've ever played a game of Halo Infinite and the game starts and you hear a dude screaming Qui Besta at the very start, that means you and I have played a game together, because every single multiplayer match of that game I've ever played, I start by screaming Qui Besta, and I'm not kidding. I think it's a good game. What's up, Hugo? Welcome back, buddy. I think despite what everyone says, Halo Infinite's a very good game. Wyatt, thank you for the follow. Yo. Yo, what's up, Ron? Welcome back, buddy. There's a big moment, everyone. We're finishing the map right here, right now. These are our last couple maps required. Oh no, Kai's here. 2D data. Yo, what's up? I think one more map and then we head back. All right, let's see if that's it. Halo Infinite is great. It took a little bit to get there. You know, I've been playing since day one. I will say I am nasty with ninjas in Halo. I think I've gotten over 300 ninjas in total in Halo Infinite, and I'm upset that the ninja charm you can put on your weapon has been locked. It said it released in Season 4. Bullshit, I played every day in Season 4, and they never gave that shit out. So they're lying, okay, first of all, but they need to have it unvaulted so I can get it, because I am nasty with it. It's got some sauce on the side, you could say. What other games do you play that you're good at? The Binding of Isaac. I don't know if I'm good at that game, but, you know, I'm decent. I'm the only one on YouTube. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I feel like I'm in an empty movie room. You get your own private viewing. Valorant? No, I don't play Valorant. He's great at Peak. No, I'm not. J-Dog, thank you for the follow. You get a spin on the hat. Also, 2D Data, for being the only YouTube viewer. You get your own spin on the hat as well. I see you. I recognize you. What other games am I good at? Obviously, all the other Halos I like. Good at? That's a really weird question. Games I like and games I'm good at are obviously two different things. Oh, no. Invisible item frames is what what's making it to where I can push these maps down, just so we're all aware. Did I miss a map? I may have missed a map. Yeah, I just forgot one map. Okay, we have to go get the last map after this. That's crazy. That's not right. That's not right. Okay, we've messed this up. All right. I know I missed a map. Thank you, little dog. Appreciate that. Unless it's this right here. It is! Oh, my God. Lapundex, thank you for the follow. You get a spit on the hat, dog. I'm not a little dog. I'm a big guy. Big guy. Big guy. Big guy. You guys know that? You guys watch the SpongeBob movie? Ice Spice, SpongeBob, big guy. Pants okay. I get a couple follows for that. Yeah. Bill Fink, thank you for the follow. You get a spin. Shade and Shine, you get a follow. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yo. Hooker706, sure. You get a follow or a spin on the hat for the follow. Whatever the hell. Yo, Tom is in the chat. What's up, Tom? Yo, hello, Walking W. Shade and Shine, you can't follow twice. That doesn't work. You don't get a second spin on the hat. Trapland Olympics, Tom says in the YouTube chat.
Happy Trapland Olympics.
That's right. Mr. Opinion, thank you for the follow. Is that the entire world, or is the world infinite? The world is infinite. This is just the main area of the world. I'll kind of walk around and, I mean, we're right here. We're in Blockistan. You can see the library of Blockistan. That's where we're at right now. We just switched to Java, so we don't all have these tags. The tags are new to us in Java, so Blockistan's the only place that has them right now. Blockistan Arena. Go up, here's Frog Bloom. You can't really see the dragon statue, but it's there. N Young, thank you for the follow. Big guy SpongeBob pants. Okay, that's right, Tom. Rom followed on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. You can see our overland railway goes up here, goes to Block Tanica. Over here is the, if you saw the recent TikTok where we had a recreation of Dust 2, that's this right here. Cameron, thank you for the follow. Guess what you get, bro? A spin on the hat. Go up here. This is Emma's place. On the map, if we were to look at the map, it just says the name is Emma because I haven't updated the map since they named their place. But this is now a side of ranch, SASYDOVE, but it's, you know, one word, a side of ranch. Also, for anyone paying close attention, up here is my bald ass head. If anyone wants to make fun of it, now's your time because I'm putting the hat back on so people get more spins. So. Did you build all of Blockistan? Oh, no, that was my friend. I want to make fun of it. That's it, Sarah. You're banned. Sarah's banned. Shiny Max banned. Yeah, I didn't build this. This was Sultan McMemerson of Blockistan who built this. And then it was Mayor Michelle and Sheriff Savannah who built this here, Frog Bloom. Lady Aoli built Blocktanica, Dust 2, and also Camarillo right here, a few towns over here. Farmer Emma built a side of ranch. Gobblethorn built this area that doesn't have a name quite yet, but it is beautiful. Mayor Davis built Iteville right here. I built this area. This is St. Ungor Farms, as well as the Ice Boat Racetrack up here. I also built Sheepuff Island right here. This is my main area. Do the trap land. Do the trap land. What is the trap land, Tom? Tom, you got to come up with a dance dog. That's too good. Tom, why aren't you in the craft? Where are you at? Soul, thank you for the follow. You get a spin on the hat, my dog. What level are those maps? The smallest possible. Like if I right click with a map, this. 0 out of 4, whatever it is. One piece of the map is gone. That's false. Blocktanica needs an updated map already? Really? What's out of date here? Because this is kind of new, right? Makes me want to go look at Blocktanica. I can now get all these. I can now set back up my normal inventory again. New restaurant alert? Yo, we're going. Cass, yo, what'd I miss? What'd I miss? What did I miss? Can't cage the bird. That's right, guy. Are you not missing one right there? I feel like I'm being messed with. So people are about to get banned, dog. I'm getting rage baited to the right. To the right, to the right, over here. Over here somewhere? What are we missing over here? They are trolling me and I'm falling for it right now. Oh, they think maybe the pyramid? I see what you were thinking. Okay. I thought I was being rage baited, and the thing was, it was working, even though you weren't rage baiting me. I'm in the video game where you could sit down at a PC and play Trapland, not at the PC though. I'm in the video game where you can sit down at a PC. What? Okay, well, good. Well, I hope that's going great for you, Tom. My fault, bro. That's all right. That's all right. Oh, let's go look at Blocktanica. I also need to sleep. I'll sleep in my boat up here. The boat parked at Frog Bloom. Yeah, we can skip this one, man. There we go. This is more our style. Accidentally rage baited. I'm just too good. I actually was faking the whole thing. I'm actually not. No one can ever rage bait me, so. Little known fact about me. Sir, I need your playlist. It's peak. You can check the link in my bio. There's a link tree, and then you'll find Castno's Jukebox in the link tree, and that is the playlist you're hearing. It will be updated. Can I try and rage bait you? No. What do you mean? You're obviously enraged? I'm not, is the thing. So let's get this clear right now. I'm not enraged. And I'm not mad. I'm never mad. And you guys can't rage bait me. So, anyway. Where's this new restaurant? It's not back here. Yo, where'd you get that hat? You know, it was a gift. It's near the coast. Heard. Does this seem like someone who gets rage baited? Do you remember? Oh, wait. I remember you from the last few months. Yo, welcome back, Jar. Is this a survival server? Yes, it is. Is this it? No. That ain't it. New server? Nope. It's 6 years old. I'm guessing it's this right here. Whoa. Now all you need is a comedically large lollipop. Dude, that would be so funny. Now what the hell am I looking at? What is going on in here? What is going on? The Rainforest Biome Cafe. Yo! That's so cool. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Come on, kids, get in the minecart. We're going to the Rainforest Biome Cafe. I'm excited for you, Tom. That's going to be a big upgrade for your computers just to have that clear. Yo. Blessed dog. Limbless dog. What the hell? Why did it take me a minute to read that? Getting buried in chat, flashbacks to the 800 viewer snapshot stream today. No, God, this is not near as bad as that was. Are you kidding me? And this isn't even bad. If anything, I can extend my chat thing a little bit so I can see chats there that are a tiny bit old. That's awesome. The island across the river is going to be a zoo. Oh, right here. If you need help getting any like weird mobs or anything, I will help with that journey. Do you know how many people regularly play on this server? This server consists of me and my 18 friends. There are 19 people on the server. People that have lives and jobs and different levels of free time. And so it definitely varies from person to person how active everyone is. And it definitely changes from time to time, you know? But how many active people on the server? Probably closer to 10 than anything. But, you know, I guess it all depends on, you know, your own perception of what that means. I'm happy today was a snapshot that wasn't that exciting, because if we did a stream on a cool snapshot, I probably would have ripped what is left of my hair out. It's awesome. I got my first server up that I'm hosting, excited to see how it develops. Incredible. Cass, do you use a Stream Deck? No. If I did, though, I wouldn't tell you. I would just probably like ominously hit soundboard buttons and make you think maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Yeah, I totally do. Liz, thank you for the follow. Parker, thank you for the follow. You guys get spins on the hats. Spins on the hat for following. Okay, so you know one thing I've been like heavily thinking about, and if you've been watching the streams for a while, you'll know I've been thinking about this. This castle was constructed in 2021. Okay, it is not the first iteration of our castle here at Sheepuff. This is what I consider our main castle home. You know, and while I like it in its current iteration, it could be better, and I think we're going to completely redesign it, as well as maybe upgrade some parts of... I want this to be kind of like a long-term goal, and maybe redesign parts of the island here. Maybe do a little bit of terraforming. What snapshot came today? Oh, it added baby horses and zombie horses and skeleton horses and donkeys, and that's it. I want to get one, but I don't know if it's worth it. I've seen a bunch on Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, that were like super cheap that people bought, and then they tried to stream, and then their streaming career only lasted like a week, and so it's just been collecting dust, and you can probably get it for like 30-40 bucks cheaper than normal. Mr. Breast 987 wants to know my opinions on Monster High. I could not tell you literally one thing about that. BTX Carson, thank you for the follow. These names be wildin'. There's a lot of people with wacko names. They'll like drop a follow, and I'll start to like read it, and then go like, oh, Poo Poo Smells 426.7. Thank you for the follow. Yo, Brooklyn with the rose. Of course you get a spin on the hat. Is it a show about monsters getting high? Probably. Yeah, I think an upgrade to the castle would be dope. Yeah, because, okay, one thing that you will immediately notice when I point it out is how off-center everything is. So we got this, like, first, like, little entranceway right here, and it obviously isn't in line with the door. And then we go right here, and then the doorway to the actual castle isn't in line with this right here, which I think a lot of people don't notice, and now that I point it out, looks absolutely horrific. You know, I think there's a lot of just open space in here that could be used. I think we need things like a throne room. I think we need things like a dining hall. I think we're obviously cooking with what we're doing downstairs. Okay, that's cool. Just the A button on my keyboard has now decided to stop working. That's kind of crazy. We can use our W. It's okay. Oh, it's working again. That's crazy. You should split it into different rooms. I think the whole castle's coming down. I think down here is a great start. The walls are going to change. I think we're going to tear down a little bit more of the walls, like expand it out a little bit more. And even if it creates holes to the outside world, I think that would be fun to create, like, you know, whatever our new castle design is. Imagine if we, like, showed that kind of sticking out where there are holes. Like right here, there's a hole. And if we dig out the wall more, this is going to be a much bigger hole. Imagine, like, a castle wall jutting out from inside, making it seem like, whoa, there's something inside that mountain. And of course there is. It's the lava core center and all this going on, you know? Obviously everything on the bottom here is going to be lava under these grates. We're eventually going to do that, which I should have done it when I was on Bedrock and had the opportunity to get infinite lava, but you know, you live and you learn. Hugo, thank you for the cake slice, my friend. You know, I think it would be cool to maybe get rid of the water elevator, or, you know, at the very least, have a nice looking one. I mean, I kind of thought about how I would want stairs leading down to this area, but I don't know how that would necessarily work. Because in theory, honestly, yeah, just this alone, from struggling with going up and down this thing, I kind of want to get rid of it. But I thought about, like, maybe there being stairs. And then let me show you something outside. Wait, no infinite lava on Java? No, you could do it through like dripstone and stuff. I'm sorry. You can do that on Java, but there was a glitch on Bedrock that let you get it much, much, much faster. Then we got this mess back here. I don't show this, but hold on, let me show this area. I almost never show this. This is such an early Trapland area. Yo, Eden, thank you for the follow. Very early Trapland area. Oh, all the maps in here are broken. Because Oh, that breaks my heart a little bit. I forgot. Why did I walk in here? This hurts my freaking heart. Urgh! I'm playing Skyblock on CubeCraft. That's awesome. Over here was going to be like a restaurant. Seems like it is a restaurant for the Enderman here. There was going to be like a butcher back here that slept in that bed, and you could buy from them and then sit down. What happened? I just one of those things I built and then never came back to it. It looks kind of nice though with all the quartz. Oh no, our map room, it's broken. Bro, Kai over here from the year like 2021. This was going to be like another area where I would have like a villager hall. But you know, since I started making a village on top of the mountain originally after this, so this kind of went unused. And I think this also breaks the ideology of Trapland a little bit to have them contained like this right here. Wouldn't it be cool though if we incorporated a village back into the mountain again as well? Like, imagine if we had obviously my castle with all the things I wanted, but then there were actual villager inhabitants to the Sheephoof Island. You know, whether they lived inside the mountain, outside. Everyone's playing with mods. How do you see so far? All of the mods in Trapland don't break the vanilla experience. How I see so far is Voxy. It's like Distant Horizons, but in my opinion, quite a bit better. You know, I have mods that let me zoom in. I have mods that let me put images on maps. We have proximity chat, MP3s to music disc, but nothing that actually breaks any of the gameplay mechanics. Bye, Mac. Have a good one. Make the villagers like prisoners? No. Will they be safe? Yes. Make a mountain town? That's another thing. I don't know whether I would want the villagers living on top of the mountain or inside the mountain. Because imagine if, like, the villagers were all, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe we can go for, like, a theme of just, like, smelters or, like, what are they called? You know, who make weapons. Who are you talking to? YouTube stream? Yeah, I'm mainly talking to the TikTok stream. That's where we got the most viewers, but there's also YouTube and Twitch. Everything you see at the bottom right. You're obviously on Twitch. You made Trapland? I am one of the many people who play Trapland. It's Minecraft. You have to treat them like prisoners. Not my villagers. No. Will they be safe outside? They'd probably be less safe outside than in here. Because they're not going to be able to walk through this and get to the lava. Nice hat, thank you. Since you complimented my hat, you get a spin on it. You know, a lot of this needs to be cleaned up really, really bad. You know, like this over here. What the fuck is going on here? What the hell even is this? You know what I mean? And I've been kind of like looking up some castle designs and like trying to get inspiration for what I want to do. And I'm thinking like the best castles I've seen in the real world that look best on a mountain are like Irish castles, you know? So we might go for an Irish castle design. Also, I mean like we kind of fit the bill for an Irish kind of theme to the world. Why is your pick glowing? I haven't seen that ore yet. Yeah, you know, when we switched to Java, we created our own resource pack. This is not a mod. It is a resource pack, just like a texture pack, where you can rename an item something and it changes what it looks like. So it's functionally a netherite pickaxe. It literally is a netherite pickaxe. But I have it set to where when you name it cast nose pickaxe or axe or shovel, you get it made out of like molten lava. Where'd it go? Typical Casto moment. Hugo with the heart me. Thank you. 100% on purpose clip farming. I wasn't. That actually wasn't. And also, it looks really bad when I have to go up the water elevator and then the scaffolding to get to my bedroom. That should never be like that. It's always the moment I join the stream. You're banned, Tony. You're banned. What's it called? I'm sorry, what's what called? My apologies. I forgot what we were specifically talking about. Minecraft, that's right, Tyler. It's called Joe. That doesn't make any sense. Joe what? Oh, Joe Mama. Okay. But another thing I really want to look into. Why do I get a follow for that? Katakuri, thank you for the follow. Fake Hightail. Whoa! Do you have a NASA PC? How are you not lagging? That's what Voxy does. Voxy makes it like super low performance. I'm on 4. My render distance is 4 chunks. Okay? Voxy does the rest, and it makes it run so much better. So I have this whole area over here. Obviously, we have stuff down here. This is another thing that you guys probably have almost never seen. This was my second sheep hoof house. Just the other side. This connects to the other side of the mountain. I'm thinking like we could terraform, and we could create a nice like shelf here. So like where these trees are right here, we could cut. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, excuse me. So imagine if we connect this part right here with this right here, you know, and kind of like connect it along the coastline. And then we kind of bring this area, like where we're standing right now is the level this is like across this whole area. We fill this up, maybe not fill it up. We'll keep it hollow so we can shove like farms and stuff in there, you know. Obviously work on making this place look nicer with like, you know, better grass and textures and things, because right now this is all the default 1.12 generation back in, you know, from 2019 Bedrock Minecraft, you know, where you're happy gas. There was one flying around, the others up here, if not both are up here. You know, so imagine this was just like another shelf to do stuff with. We can make it blend nicely with the rest of the mountain, maybe even extend the top of the mountain there to give us more room up there, but I don't know what we would want there. We would probably also connect this like right here, you know, so this can come up, maybe like meet us on this little shelf we've made. Do you have schematics in a Discord? I do not have Discord nor schematics. Schematics for what? Can you see mobs with that far away mod? No, you cannot. Oh, like builds? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't use Lightmatica. Is this Valorant? Yes, but only like the second build of the beta. That's why it looks so weird to you. Frederick, thank you for the follow. The view distance mod is Voxy, yes, and this is Java. Yeah, so since this is, you know, pretty early Minecraft generation, I would like to experiment with adding textures. I think textures and building are still my weakest link in Minecraft. And that's something you kind of need when you're going into a forever world. If I learn texturing pretty well, I think that's going to give me a leg up on other builders in Trapland, because texturing is something that's, I think, is kind of missing from a lot of places. Oh, block palettes? Absolutely. I also like the tools where you could put in 2 blocks and it will give you a gradient between the two. I think that's always really nice. A nice tool to have. How are your mining and crafting skills? Through the fucking roof, dog. So yeah, imagine if like all of this here was just like another little shelf on the mountain where we could build extra houses or maybe different things. And maybe it'll find a way to connect up here, or I don't know, or maybe go inside the mountain. Because, I mean, I'll be honest, can I just break inside the mountain right here and just expect to see? Like, let's go somewhere where this shelf might sit. Right here, this looks good. What if I break in, like, right here? What's in the mountain? Do we get to my chest room? What version is this? The latest. How old is this? Trapland is over 6 years old. In August, it will turn 7. So it's 6 to 7 years old, roughly. Oh, look at that. We're behind our, yeah, actually. Look at this. Look how perfect this is. Wow. It's kind of perfect. Do you play any other worlds? No. No, I don't. Alina, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Toof, thank you for the follow. So that means there's a really easy way to make another entrance to the mountain. So, like, imagine if we kind of extend the dock around this area, and you can land here and walk your way up to the main part of the mountain, like where... That would be really cool if the villagers did live inside the mountain, because then the shelf could be like part of their outside area too. I'm liking what we're cooking here. Maybe I should get a document going to, do you like to keep track of all these things? Do you guys see what I'm saying though? Does it make sense what I'm trying to say, to like connect this bit of land to the island here, to the mountain there, and this, and create like a shelf? And it's perfectly just in line with my chest room right here. No, Greg, you're banned. Have you seen that one guy who's called like Silver Mullet? You mean he builds some nice stuff. He's part of the Clockcraft crew. Herman, welcome back, buddy. I was just playing Minecraft, but threw up on my controller. You don't want to do that. But better out than in. That's what I always say. So you know what? Let it be. Well, look who's live. All right, guys, thanks for joining us today. I'm going to be live again tomorrow. Or actually, I will not be live tomorrow. So Big Phil, don't even worry about showing up tomorrow. Watching Clockcraft brought me to you. Was it a thing like watching them got me recommended on your thing, or did they recommend me to you? That's kind of crazy. I've always respected their work. Bar some people that were in the group. How long have you had this world? Over 6 years. It is a 6-year-old forever world. What do you mean no live tomorrow? I will be live tomorrow. I think it's because they said they hated you and people were curious. I wouldn't doubt it. Can I have the hat? No. I'm outside right now. Right now? Like right now? Why don't you have totems? Why don't you have totems, little bro? I just don't have one right now. I don't know, man. I don't need it. I die sometimes. I get my stuff. We move on. How many hours in this world? Thousands. I couldn't even tell you. I already had thousands of hours when we played on Switch when we started this world in 2019. When I switched to PC, we kept it going. And when we switched to Java, I think it reset my hours in here. But, I mean, since we switched to Java at the start of the world, we have almost 4.5 days of playtime. How many hours is that? I'm at the door. Open up. Sorry, guys. I'm with the soundboard today. I'm kind of standing here because I'm like awkwardly waiting to find a good time to mention I have to use the bathroom. So this is a good time for me to take a little like 5-minute break. I think when we come back, we're gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna pull up some images of some castles I'm inspired by, and I think we might go to a creative world and mess around with building to see if we can find something that I like. Sorry, got a little funky in here. All right, I'll be back. No breaks allowed. No! Also, Cruise King, thank you for the follow. You get a spit on the hat. All right, put this bad boy up. Take away this. Do the same for the old YouTube and Twitcheroni. Boom. Oh, I just noticed my desktop audio's been muted on Twitch for a while. Who knows how long that's been? Well, cool. I think I just tapped this. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. I'll be back. Freaky Cheese. Freaky Chase. I'm so sorry. I'm spinning my hat. I promise I am. Here, hold on. See? That was for you, bro. All right, I'll be back. BRB. Have you guys seen the TikTok where it's the lady and she's like rapping on a beat and it goes, if y'all like peanut butter coming down to Walmart, we got peanut butter cinnamon toast crunch, and it just sounds awful. Oh no, what happened? Made fucking, god damn it, who was this? What is going on? Dude, King Alfredo this early? To what do we owe the pleasure? I think the username was Ladioli or something. Oh, I have a feeling I know who it was then. That would only make sense. What's going on here? King Alfredo, I bet you're over there right now, if not pretty close. What's going on here? Oh, it's this guy. This is looking pretty cool. What's this going to be? Goodbye quarantine camp. Yeah, after 6 years. 6 or 7 years. You know how it is. I noticed this immediately when I got on today. Castle and villager huts. Cool. This like fits the theme of like what is it? What is it? Brightwood? You know? I really like that you've been refining your style quite a bit. With your other places. They all seem very cohesive now. Very, you know, connected. I swear the chat was fine while you were gone. No eggs at all. Thank goodness. I still see them. I can still see the eggs. And, like, there hasn't been that many messages since the eggs. Stay there? Okay, on the way. What's going on here? Oh, wow. Oh, no. This is like the little cart. And also, wait, I don't see any wool in here. Are these the tents as well? The ambulance, that's what it is. That's what it is. Does the world get messed up when there's new big updates? No. Who was the first person on Trapland? We're actually looking at him right now. This is the original creator of the world, and I was the second ever person on. This is King Alfredo of Proudmoore. And this is Spawn Island. This is where we spawned in, is right over here. Take good care of it. Oh, I see. You're giving it to me. Thank you. Thank you. That's definitely going to go in a museum of some kind somewhere. I might need your help reassembling it in like a museum one of these days. Has a reference image in the What? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so awesome. Good. Okay, I can tell exactly what everything is. That's so awesome. Truly an end of an era. I've been thinking that a lot about a lot of things in Trapland. But yeah, end of an era. Sorry, I'll probably stick to talking on the stream. Incredible work, my friend. Incredible work. I saw it was like connecting to a sewer over here. Do you think it would ever connect to the Proudmoore sewer? Proudmoore Island sewer? This is King Alfredo. This is River. No, I think that'll be kind of a Navy dock. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Last I checked, there were creepers in here when I saw this for the first time. Like boats with chests and crossbows. Okay. Hell yeah. Dope. Okay. I think I'm actually going to pop over to a creative world, and I'm going to put text on my screen that says we're in a creative world trying out builds. It'll be obvious when I'm in a super flat. Why isn't his name Fettuccine Alfredo? That's what it was in Bedrock. That was his Java username. But if we hold tab, you see it says King Alfredo of Proudmoore up there. Yeah, I kind of... It would be cool if the nickname mod would let us, change what's above our head, but whatever. Anyway. So here, let me hold up. Oh, I forgot what we had this on originally. Test building in creative world. Oh. Okay. Now we got people off our back. Yo, what's up, Ziggy? Just so you know, for Twitch and YouTube chat, we're going to a creative world so we can experiment with buildings. We're going to fuck off land. Let me look up some stuff. Like I don't know how you pronounce it. The Rock of Cashel. Cashel, is that how you pronounce it? Fuck Off Land? I haven't heard that name in a while. This is Fuck Off Land 2.0, yeah. Yo, what's up, BK? I guess I could try to, like, experiment just recreating that. Let's get up a good reference image. Sounds good. How's the progress on the map room? We finished it today. We finished it today. So it's probably going to be made out of tough. You know, stone brick is nice and all, but I think with how nice tough looks, you know, I think we can give the stone brick texture to Proudmoore to use, and we can focus more on tough. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the Rock of Cashel. And I'm seeing a few things that might even, like, mimic the design process we had with some of the St. Ungor buildings. So it's nice to know that it seems like we might be able to kind of, like, mix those in together. Let me look up. Here we go. Okay. So it's a pretty freaking large building. I don't want to make the whole, we should make one smaller scale and then kind of just like use that as, you know, our little model. Definitely not making this to size in any way, shape, or form, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You gonna try world edit? No, we're doing this the old-fashioned way, man. And we're not gonna try texturing. We're not gonna worry about anything like texturing right now. I'm just trying to like, we'll figure it out, man. I want to see how this looks. You gonna try Schematica, Lightmatica for building? Probably not. You know, if it were something crazy like a giant redstone machine, maybe, but no. I like placing blocks, you know? I know I'd be doing that with Lightmatica too, but you know what I mean. It's a little outside of vanilla in my opinion, not experience. Been seeing you work away at that. It's great that it's finally over. The whole map is done. The map looks a little different on Java, I noticed too, so. Let me go ahead and pull up I have no idea how to pronounce this word. It is the word for oh, here we go. Hold on. We're all going to hear it together.
Matriculation.
Matriculation, of course. It is the little openings at the top, like, walls of the structure that allow, like, people to shoot or throw things through them. Matriculations. We're going to have some matriculations on our castle. Hell yeah, Kai will be here, buddy. It would be cool to also have multiple Sheephuff areas that have just like ruins that look vaguely like the castle as well. Because these also work really good for ruins. Okay. Could be a smidgen taller. We'll just do it like this. Are you cheating? Yeah. I'm doing some mad cheating right now. I decided, you know what? Screw all this vanilla bullshit. We're cheating now. Now, since it's been I'm sorry, I'm just now reading this. Now that it's been a good bit since the transition from over from Bedrock, what would you rate the server experience compared to before? The server experience. Now, hold on. That's a very specific question. The server experience is so much better simply because Java, the Java server just works so much better at handling people doing literally anything on it. I don't think it was in our favor that Bedrock is like a 3 to 4 gigabyte world, you know? Bedrock obviously had trouble handling that. With one person online, it would be a struggle to fly from one place to another because chunks would just have trouble loading. It would stop you from progressing through the chunk and be like, wait, you gotta wait because it's loading. Give it a second, which was always just awful. Everything in general in it was laggy. I remember just breaking blocks didn't feel as snappy as it does in Java because it would hesitate. Sometimes you'd break the block and it would appear for a split second and then go away, or sometimes you would like break it and it would take just a couple moments for the block to actually come out. And it generally felt like a pretty laggy experience all around. You know, switching to Java, we have since had barely any lag, even with like up to 10 people playing at a time, you know, doing different stuff throughout the different thousands of blocks of the world, you know. It would add an extra 20 minutes in some cases if we were doing stuff like how we were, you know, flying out. When we were flying out 20,000 blocks, we got that constantly, you know, when we were doing when we went out to where we built our little pink house. I'm having the same issue with me and my friends. Maybe Java is the move. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. And in all, like, you know, we tried to do many things, whether it was like get more RAM for like, you know, allocated to the server. We go through Apex, but you know, nothing ever actually made it better. Bedrock is just a struggle. And I still vouch for Bedrock. I still think for a lot of players it is the move. I'm just saying. Probably like spin? Okay. Oh, here we are, Terraria music. Hmm. Hmm. Well, the thing about Irish castles I'm noticing is it's kind of just a bunch of big blocky castles kind of like crammed together. You know, like we got this big one in the middle and then there's like little attachments that branch off from it and break out in the bottom and all together creates like this big piece. And sometimes it comes out with like a little like, you know, wall, you know, that goes around like a court, or in this case with the Rock of Cashel, it has like a little graveyard. You know, you should get Axiom. Probably not. Horia, let him cook. Thank you. 3 let him cooks. I think I'm cooking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What was the word again? I'm sorry. Hold on. Machicolations. Yes, these right here are the machicolations that we are making right now. This new word I learned today. Maybe you learned it as well. It's specifically, hold on, let's make like a little floor here. These holes right here that are there so things can be thrown out or shot like arrows through here at people. Left 0 crumbs. Plate was clean, dog. And then like we could probably do something cool with the windows. First of all, let's like make a hole for a window. Trust the process here, guys. Trust the process. We'll get there. I don't know if I like that, personally. What we could do instead, hold on. Any upcoming events on the server? We haven't officially planned the Olympics, but I want the Olympics to happen sooner rather than later. I really need to get on with that. Casa, did you know what your kingdom has? Did you know that your kingdom has the highest rate of defense due to being on the cliff? Yeah, we're just better. Yeah, that was on purpose. Because we're just better. And I want to add texturing. I want this to be a great start for learning how to texture. Because I think it'd be, you know, fine for the different types of tuff. You know, maybe some black stone near the bottom where, like, if it's touching the water or if it's a spot where there'd be a lot of wear, you know. I don't know if I like these windows. Right now it looks like a pair of eyes with some eyebrows looking at me, and I don't know if I kind of like that. But we can't do just one. Well, they still look a little too thick for my liking. So maybe we could just do like... Or like wide. I guess they would be wide since it would be lack of space. No, the window specifically. Use walls along the side? Yo, Greg. Yo, hold on, Greg. Ooh. Okay. Okay. What if we get a little bit crazier with it too? Okay, hold on. I think we're on to something. I think we're on to something. I think we're on to something. Should add some bushes. Yo, bushes would be great. Really great. I think that'd be really cool as well. Maybe like right here is where we break it off for like an extension. Okay. We obviously would do this to... Okay, hold on. Let's do it to every side. Let's do it to every side. What am I doing? What are we doing? There's something back there on your shelf? What's on my shelf? Topiaries would look nice. Now, okay, I agree with you. They would look nice, but I do have a question. What is a topiary? Fake trees and bushes and pots. Ooh, okay, okay. What do we think about that? Is that cooking? Ooh, I don't like how the walls interact with it there. That's not. I think we replace these with blocks again. I think it was a good thought, a good test, you know? What if we did this, though? I kind of like that, and it makes the matriculations a bit wider. So, you know, that's kind of cool. I'm noticing one thing about these is they're made out of stone. Like, they got a lot of stone involved in them. I see a little bit of moss and, like, you know, vines and stuff. But it's mostly all stone. And it is pretty blocky. I will try... I don't know if that would look good, replacing the corners with walls with these walls right here. Well, hold on. Hold on, though. Oh. I'm just checking it out. And I do like it. I do like it. I can't decide whether or not I want to keep it. And the only reason I'm deciding, part of me kind of doesn't want to, is because it wouldn't be as blocky as what I'm seeing here in these images. But, you know, I'm not making Ireland in Minecraft. You know, this is supposed to be my castle. So I make it how I want to look. But this looks a little interesting right here. So maybe... What if I did this? Hold on. I kind of like having it on the bottom part. But I don't know. No, I probably shouldn't. It was a good idea. I like how it looks. We may come back to it. There is this right here, though. We should talk about this, though. We should probably discuss this thing, though. What do we think? Ten out of 10, no notes. I agree. She is so sweet. And she is very sweet. I don't know. I just love the kitty very much. She's in airplane mode right now for some reason. Who knows why? I hear her purring. Alright. You can lay in my lap. She's like, no, please. She's like hanging on. She's like, please. I'm not making you leave. You can lay in my lap. Let go. Put Mitzi's face on the castle. Now we're talking. Can we see the inspiration? Yeah, look up the Rock of Cashel. The Rock, R-O-C-K, of Cashel. C-A-S-H-E-L. Very famous Irish castle. Being a cat must be chill. I agree. Is there crack tough? I wish. All right. Get along, little doggy. So, you know, like there would be multiple walls coming off of this here. Look a little something like this. Do you run all your mods through CurseForge? If so, what version of CurseForge of Minecraft? We play on the most updated version of Minecraft. We always play with mods that if a new version of Minecraft comes out and we want to play it immediately, we always can, you know, because our mods are very, you know, they don't really change vanilla mechanics that much, you know. CurseForge, if you're talking about CurseForge version, I got not a damn clue. Why did the evil people curse your forge? Yeah, that's a good question. Trust the process here, guys. Look, I mean, Irish castles in general look really good. Like, I wish there's a really good photo of it on top of the mountain that really made me think of Sheephoof and what inspired this. But again, we're just trying it out. If I build this and I'm like, you know, this doesn't really feel as Sheephoof as I thought, then we can always back out. At the end of the day, we're just making me a better builder, you know? I also think this would look a lot better when we actually add texturing in, but that's probably something we're going to do a lot later. And then with this one, I think we should do something a little funky here. Hold on. Oops. Oh, we should put those, the walls around this to make it look rounder. It does look very sheepuff indeed, my apologies. It's alright. I mean, as of right now, I'm not super convinced myself. But we'll see. I'm trusting the process, you know? And that's what you gotta do in situations like this. You have any experience in building? No, not really. I mean, other than just like doing it, you know, in game as I've played from time to time. Is that a green screen? Where, Micro Bro? Around here? Have you ever failed a test, and is it bad to fail a test? Yeah, I failed a test before. And depending on the test, yeah, it could be pretty bad. Sat next to Norman in school. He failed a lot of tests. Bro, get out of here. Next you're going to say I smelled. Which I did in high school, but that's not the point. Yo, Opal Arts with the rose. Thank you. I'm not in Trapland right now. I can't show Hawthorne's area, but it's here in spirit. Okay, this isn't necessarily... That's okay, I guess. Next time, I promise. We'll have a whole, like... A whole entire, you know, time length. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. We'll feature it. I'm just making up words now. Duh. Thank you for the follow. You get a spit on the hat even though your username is questionable. As a lot of people's are. My 8-year-old world just got reset because I updated to 1.21.11. How does that happen? Trapland has always been able to update to the newest version with little to no issues. I don't understand. Should make a video of Hawthorne's place. It's not a bad idea. Absolutely not a bad idea. That looks awful. Do you use a straight razor or a safety razor? Neither. I just use that thing that goes... That's how I shave my head. I think your stuff is cool too, though. Thank you. I knew you thought so, but I also know that Hawthorne stuff is just that incredible. As is she. And I think that's also very important to note. Okay, maybe we should continue this like we were. Maybe like, I don't know if I like that. I'm in my 2-week Minecraft phase right now. That's awesome. You'll have to show me what you build. That's exciting. Oh, I liked having the block there. I like that better. Still not. Have this come to like right here. Let's fill out this a little bit more. Okay. I think it would help to have easily something like this. If I can make it look good. Maybe like do something like this with it. And we can like move this a little bit closer maybe. Hey, there we go. I like that. See, this is obviously the worst spot here is this right here. Does it help to do this? I think obviously the worst part about it is that the entire thing is made out of tough. It's just straight tough blocks. I think this should come out one block. Something about it just looks a little weird to me. Yo, what's up, Potterod? Welcome back. Sounds tough, that's right. How are we gonna do this? Maybe I had it right and I messed it up. Pretty tough build. Facts. I didn't even notice that was Brooke. What's up, Brooke? That looks good. I like it. Okay, hold on. Let me take a drink. Oh, texturing for sure is coming. No, absolutely. I'm just trying to get a feel for the shape right now. 100%. What was that? Then these bottom ones. I think we could have like maybe something like this. I have not tried Hightail yet, no. But thank you for the questions. In all the chats. Yeah, it definitely needs like something that ain't tough to make this actually look good. But I do like how the shape is turning out so far. I think we'll also put a few of these over here. I went 2 blocks. Feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, we got some great questions in one of our other chats. You know, really pressing matters. Oh, I went down another block. Why isn't there mossy tough? Right? That's not a thing? Why isn't there mossy tough? That kind of sucks, right? You're tough. I'm experimenting with castle designs in a Creative World grant. I'm trying to like mimic an Irish castle design right here. I'd be at TikTok, but I'm tired of watching in vertical. I remember a long time ago I used to have like the ability in TikTok to turn it sideways and get it horizontal, but I think I turned that off a long time ago and just forgot about it. And I didn't remember it until right now. I've never noticed a castle's accent. Well, you haven't looked close enough, bro. For the 1% of the audience that utilizes that. Hey, the biggest viewer base is on TikTok. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if people enjoyed using that. But you're very right. I doubt many people watch. People in TikTok, do you watch in vertical or landscape? I know obviously like you're watching me in vertical because that's the only way you can. But if you have the option to watch a live in landscape, do you ever? Don't worry, any second now. Maybe it would help if... Grant does. Okay, Grant is one of the people who enjoy doing it. That's good to know. Okay, Grant's one of the elites. I mean, yeah, that's just facts. Correction, Frost. These are tough blocks. Fake fan. I'm just messing. I hope we get so much snow this weekend. Are we supposed to? That would be awesome. Okay, I mean, I like this. This is pretty cool looking, right? Like, obviously, we would need... this is small scale. I would probably make mine bigger. I just wanted to build, like, a little test of something. I want to add texturing to it. I want to, you know, add different types of blocks involved so it doesn't look as plain. But, like, talking purely, like, shape, this looks pretty good, right? I wasn't talking about you. I don't know why you'd assume I was. I think this is pretty good. It looks very good, but is it big enough to be your house? As I said, this is just a pretty small scale version of something I would want. I'm not saying it's going to be too much bigger, but this is a bit small compared to what I would like to actually build. It's going to be bigger. This is not what my house is going to look like. No. I just wanted to experiment building with kind of like the style of Irish castles I saw online. And I think this looks nice, and we can make something greater with this kind of design philosophy. But I think this also has the ability... I think we have the ability to add some kind of like fantasy aspects to it. Frost says add some like soul sand lit on fire at the entrance. You know, maybe like, you know, blue fire somewhere. This is a pretty good idea. This needs to be a bit more... This needs to be... We need to reconsider how this looks. This is... The worst looking part of this is this right here and this right here. Everything else looks really great except for that part and this front part. But we could experiment. But I like it. I quite like it. Where's the guillotine gonna go? Probably inside. Have you ever seen a ghost? No, I can't say I have seen a ghost. Have you, little bro? No? Oh, okay. Well, good chatting with you. Building a church? It does kind of look like a church, doesn't it, I guess? I don't know how much I like... I feel like if these were to be scattered about, it would probably need to be just in, like, single chunks. I don't know. Just like... Oh, well, hold on. What if I did something like that? That doesn't look too bad. Hold on. Yeah, no matter what it is, it's tough, ain't it? I mean, no matter what we come up with or decide upon, we're probably going to have to worry about terraforming first in Sheephoof. So, no matter what we do today, don't expect to see us building whatever it is for a little bit. I do quite like this, though. We do use a lot of like breeze related things in Sheephoof as well. We have like our launchers that are made from wind charges. I think that's really cool. Probably do this. I think we're cooking. I think this looks pretty nice. You're seeing the vision now? Thank you, thank you. It's going to be bigger than this. It's not going to look exactly like this. But I'm starting to think we might go for a style similar to this. We might have multiple buildings on top of the mountain as well as the main castle. They would, you know, fit this design as well. But this is just kind of like me messing around with kind of what I want it to look like. And I don't know. I may think about it some more and come back with a different castle design. Because I would love, also kind of like the idea of having wood involved. But it is a little strange having it just like pure stone. But at the same time, it is one of the oldest Trapland civilizations. You know, I don't know. What is this for? I'm just testing out designs to redesign my castle in my forever world, which is what these lives are always usually about. Chateau Casno. It would be cool, like, to have also like ruined parts, you know, of castles that look like this. You know, ruined castles out and about. You know, it looks beautiful. Thank you. I think it does look quite nice. I don't know. It would be cool to think about some gradients, like adding maybe black stone at the bottom or deep slate at the bottom. So that way, like, it seems like the bottoms are the parts that, like, you know, got eroded either by, like, water that's closer to the ground, people maybe touching it or being near it or something. I don't know. Just, like, wear and tear from being at the bottom near the ground. Pressure. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. So maybe we might experiment with that. Maybe some other things like this. Right, but right now I'm quite pleased with how this looks. Incredible. Needs bats? Oh, this does look like it needs bats. Hold on. This looks like somewhere the Scooby-Doo gang would investigate. Spooky! Yeah, it works so well. I forgot how good the new Bat model looks. I know it's not new. It's new as of like years ago, but it looks quite nice. I wish they would sit down. Or what if I set it time set midnight? Do they like hang out? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Yo. Very cute looking. It was me getting close to him. But yeah. This might be where we end things today, but next time I will definitely experiment with what I was just talking about with maybe putting deep slate or black stone at the bottom with a gradient to, you know, add some more, you know, nice texture to this. But until then, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time, which will be tomorrow, where we will do it all again. And hopefully I have a video out soon for you. All right, everyone. You guys have a good one. I will see you next time. Bye, Brooke. Bye, Kaya. Bye, Kai. T, he just joined. All right, bye. Bye, Ziggy. Appreciate you, buddy. Grant, if you're still watching. You guys have a good one.